So your next truck up front is Robbo, and he is in a Scania of your favourite colour.
Pink.
No, it'll be blue.
I'm changing over now.
Okay.
Well, we've got a nice piece of road. See if I can see Robbo anymore. So I reckon that's Robbo down there. I reckon that's Robbo. But he's not on that list. There he is now. 100 meters away. I'd rather not look at that Magnum. Thank you, CSJ. How you doing, sir? New acorn for you, eh? Orongu. Sounds like an ice cream. I'd like 2 scoops of Rongu. Magnum. What motivated me to switch to the Thrustmaster? I didn't want my G27 to break. Like, it was always a risk that if my G27 died, I can't replace it. So I decided to retire it rather than wait for it to just die on me. And the G920 and G29, like, they're okay wheels, but I don't think they're as good as this in terms of force feedback quality and stuff. And I still needed to buy a shifter anyway. So I got this shifter, put the Almar SKS on top, got the Thrustmaster wheel, dug out the Farm Sim controller box. Job's a good one. Paulie, how you doing, man? See, you've been on Eurotruck. You should have joined the Convoy, sir. Is it now in the Squirrel Museum? Exactly. I might put it up in the background at some point.
You don't think Mr. Paulie can lower himself to driving in a default skin, do you?
You didn't do a trailer skin, huh? Dutch Ben, thank you for almost 4 years. Why not move to Fanatec? I've got Fanatec rig for racing on, but I don't use it for Eurotrucking. Mad Max Versus. Thank you for your support, Mad Max. Welcome to the Net House, sir. Thank you. cup of tea. Let's see where we are. South side of Tartu at the moment. The bright blue truck is jarring. There's a worse, trust me. Proper old trailer to go with the death. Paul, is that what you've been working on?
So do you feel it's weird not driving with any mods?
Well, given there's no AI, the only mods that I properly miss are things like the route advisor, which I've kind of gotten used to.
The one at the bottom?
Yeah, it's quite handy having it down there.
But I suppose if you had it open on your current screen, your camera sits over the top of it anyway, wouldn't it?
Well, this is the default one, it does, but with the route advisor it doesn't.
Yeah. Why is the pop-up screen ruining your immersion?
No, I've got it all turned off, but you asked what mods are missing, basically. Hey Rob Jensen, how you doing?
And do you think that there's sort of enough like graphics packs and stuff in the game now that it's not so bad from a visual point of view, that you're not just driving with the same stuff all the time?
Yeah, I mean, it's very SCS in the way it's all very clean and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the maps and things. But that can't be helped, can it?
No, and I mean, so with the own trailers concept now as well, like I can't even say that there's sort of more than 2 trucks the same in this.
I'd like to see a lot more default paint skins so that you can actually like paint your truck properly. Because like most of the skins that you get for trucks in the game are kind of fancy artwork, but we need some more basic ones where you can just configure the colours.
Yeah.
I'm defo. I do want them racing, but not in Euro Truck now. But my screen should really be closer to me for racing. A lot of stop-start going on through this town. 8x4 needs some paint love. It's not only that though. If you go through all the paint skins, once you've removed all the flags and all the kind of artwork ones that you can't actually do anything with, you're not left with that many. And we need a lot more kind of like... We need a lot more kind of skins like this that you can just change the colours of. You're waiting for me to click the picture link without hitting the truck in front. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime shortly. Robbo's just hit the nitro and gone. Like, we all got bunched up and then... Pff. Many STS paints don't work on 8x4. Yeah. Most people don't drive 8x4 though, do they? Plopper, welcome back. Spotify. They've all gone. They just disappeared. I'm doing 75 and I'm not catching anybody up. Oh, there's one. Yeah, hopefully, if the weather holds this week, I should be doing some IRL flying, but I'm not so sure at the moment what the weather's going to be. That's very retro, that one, Paulie. It's very kind of old schooly one. I like it. You should do that in a couple of colours, or maybe allow the background colour to be changed. You can have like a nice dark green or a nice blue and stuff. Actually, what you could do, Paulie, is it possible to choose, like, to have one mod but it has multiple variants of it? No, I was just saying, like, I'm looking at the plain blue and thinking, oh, that would look nice as a nice red or a nice green. Like, if you can have a red, a green, and a blue version of it in like a traditional colour, just 3 choices. Can you get all that into one pack, or does it have to be 3 separate mods? Worse than a woman. That was a suggestion. Feel free to ignore it. What's going on here then?
You are fairly picky when it comes to design, though.
I think even Paulie's finally realising how picky I am when it comes to design. But in this case, it was a suggestion. I'm pretty certain when he offered to do skins for me, I did tell him that I'm really picky.
So you put full disclaimer and he still carried on?
Pretty much. Ask Paulie. Isn't that right, Paulie?
Sorry, Paulie, I've got no sympathy for you then.
He's picky like a woman. Now the PQ police will be after you.
Yeah, here's an idea. Why don't you get Paulie to design your bathroom for you?
I wouldn't put him through that. Fredman, thank you for 34 months. Did we skip Yachts 4? Well, we spent 12 months skipping it, yeah. Captain Jack, welcome back. That rhymes. Not quite, Captain Jack. Thank you for 51. You have a few shirts, same Yachts too. Blimey. Yep, Yachts 5 shirt now. You think I'll get to about Yachts 20, Bob? I honestly have no idea how many yachts I'll get it to. How many yachts would you be here for, Bob, do you think? Oh my god, what is going on? What the heck was that? Was that lag? That was weird. He just like... But he was over on the left side of the road and stopped. It was so bizarre. Very nearly ploughed into Robbo then.
I don't know if you actually want to know the reason as to why that happened, so let's just brush over that and think that as a near.
Okay. Mr. John Fly, thank you very much for the host, John Fly. Welcome, welcome. How are you, Mr. John Fly? Are you well? Are you looking forward to the expo, sir? Which is only 2 months away, which is very scary. I say that every time, but it comes around real quick. You had a small Convoy last night? Nice. Expo hype indeed, my man. It's like we talk about it, we talk about it, we talk about it. Boom, it's there. That's what happens. You got a new acorn there, John Fly. A half-yearly acorn. Scottish King, welcome back. Guys, I must be getting ready for my change of group shortly, do you think? So what's the group behind me?
The group behind you is Rome.
Rome.
But you can stay where you are for a second and I'll give you a prompt.
Do you want to try that in the old DAF on some retro colours as a pack? I think the trailers can stand...
Yeah, so if you want to line up your switch now.
I think the trailers can stand on their own, possibly, probably, and then you could do the truck separately, maybe. I don't know. Because, like, I would like to haul those trailers, but not necessarily be restricted to driving the DAF.
So Kilmowski is the last one in Robbo's group, so truck after Kilmowski is Rome.
Okay, so just waiting for Rome now then. So this must be the Rome. Oh, excuse me. Perfect timing for a sneeze. Oh boy, could not stop that. Danny boy, happy yachts 5. Thank you, Danny boy. Aha. John Fire, looking forward to Washington on ATS. Ooh. Do you know the area at all, John Fly? I'm surprised they went for Washington. I don't know where that came from. Scottish King with 18 months. Thanks for the amazing 5 years as full-time. Thanks for the support, Scottish King. You've been over it. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's very green, isn't it? Chicago. It could be a few years before they make it to Chicago, though. I kind of wondered if they should work on a state, like take like a horizontal line and make it to the East Coast, and then just build out from there. So at least you could go east to west, rather than kind of go up and down as they move along. Loads of rain, very green. Are you still in Utah, John? Are you still in that area? Well, like I say, Indy, I think I would probably... Like, Texas is the big problem. Texas is like the elephant in the room here because it's massive. But if they could just stayed north of Texas and just gone east and headed all the way to the coast. Be in Utah till you retire. They come into your studio. Lol. This studio ain't big. I want a bigger one, but ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love to go to Canada, but like I say, I think they should get across to the other side of the coast first. Oh my god. What the heck? Paulie's gifted us up to the spicy lettuce. Ooh, spicy lettuce. Ooh. Don't fancy spicy lettuce. Thank you, Paulie. Welcome, spicy lettuce. Yeah, Vrome was just trying to kill me. Doing a brake check.
So that was a weird experience.
Should I ask?
Well, you know you had to slam your brakes on because Vrome would stop.
Yeah.
I was looking at the stream at that very second and thought I was you for the Twilight Zone and braked heavily and stopped dead because I thought I was behind.
So your brain looked at what I was doing and thought, that's me, I need to brake.
Yeah, exactly.
Genius.
I don't know whether that means I'm double attentive or I'm just getting twice as tired, I don't know.
It just means that you were looking at your brain just started to do what it does naturally. Roundabouts, small roundabouts. This is the first convoy, Jaffa. We got another one. This one's about to end. Though it started late because Steam went down. DJ Sarah Siarnak. Welcome back. Can't be that far to go now. Nope, Paldiski's coming up. We're almost here. I'm back. 4 months, DJ. Welcome back. There's a reason why the MP Convoy hasn't been an ATS, Thomas. You're wrong. It has been an ATS. Destination is Paldiski, which is where we're coming up to now. It'll be on SquirrelPlus, Jimmy. That's a nice view as we come in. I spot a pink car. That can only be dodgy digital. Hang on, I've got a stop-start engine. It's like Europort. What's going on here then?
If you want to stick your head out, you should be able to fit in behind Mr. Causer.
As in, you want me to follow you, or what?
Yeah, follow me or Mr. Causer.
Well, Dom LW's just followed Causer, so I'm not sure what's going on. I almost pulled out behind Causer and hit Dom.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Whoa, look at the pink wheels on there. Flippin' heck. People have places to be. It's getting a bit frame heavy.
GG's to all on the first route.
Indeed. We had a troubled start, but we got there.
Yeah, 31 minutes behind, which isn't bad, considering all the problems that we've come across.
There's no accounting for Steam going down.
No, no way.
I think we're not going to get a group photo then.
Just A isn't time, and B there isn't really the place for it either. So.
All right. So we're doing just pulling up here or what?
Yeah, squeeze through and sort of position yourself. Sherlock skipped out and shouldn't have done. Never mind. Well, that's a bit of a disorganised finish for a very disorganised start, so...
Yeah, nothing we can do.
No, that's fine. So, GG to everybody in Route 1.
Don't really have time for a photo opportunity, which is sad, but we'll try and get one on Convoy too. Looks like a traffic jam. Yep.
Be right back.
Okay. That was Sommy. Yeah, so what, I don't know if he's here at the start, guys, but what happened was we had a delayed start to the convoy because Steam went down and people couldn't get in. So we've not got any time left to basically park up and take photos like we normally do, so we're going to have to go straight to Convoy 2, I'm afraid. Indy, thank you for 7 months. Have to head out. We're happy to be part of the first convoy in the Nut House. Yeah, GG to all those that entered. Thank you so much. It was great. Great fun. I hope you had a good time, Indy. That's all that matters. Right, I'm going to start up Euro Truck and load in my save game for the second part of the convoy. See you, Paulie. Have a good one, sir. Convoy Part 2. I don't know if it went down again. Well, I'm not sure, Christoph. Like, Twitch started to be twitchy. Steam went down. Some people lost internet. Like, I kind of feel like there was a network issue.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Traffic Warden, welcome back. Paulie's custom skins mankinis are now available. Can you order me an extra small one, please, Paulie? All the donations.
So a big GG on Route 1, as a mess as it was.
Indeed. All the donations have been showing up tonight. Right, next one is going to be... Do that in a sec.
Welcome back. Nutter.
Osnabrück to Frankfurt. You didn't get an email about the convoy, Banan. Did you apply? Everybody that applied got an email sent. Paulie's gifted us up to Romneg. Thank you, Romneg. Are we okay to log in yet? Are we on part 2 or not?
Yeah. Yeah, carry on logging. I'm assuming I'm in the right room since I'm responding to you.
Yep. No plans to Atlanta Dark.
Paul. It really hurts.
Who won the first convoy?
Yeah, time for a quick bio and a stretch, I think.
Banan, did you apply for the convoy? Did you fill in the first form? Banan. Let's start with that. Or do you mean about the event itself? Because I tweeted out at the start of the first event. I've been streaming since 1. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about it last week. I'm not sure what else I could have done, if I'm honest. Let's put that on game. There we go. Part 2. Right, I'm just going to nip for a quick bio. Be right back. I'm back. Thought it broke my headset. I snagged the cable with my foot and I thought, oh god. May have broke my headset. Yes, I nip for a bio.
So, whereabouts in the world do you think there's a cleaner working and pulled the server on, pulled the plug for the whole of connectivity of Europe?
Probably Netherlands.
Yeah.
Banan, shouldn't we that subscribe get an email about the event? Imp, how you doing, sir? Convoy applications were open for 2 weeks, Banan. Everybody that was in the stream at some point that had ! Convoy in the title, like, people applied. I don't individually, like, email every single sub. We just talk about it for 2 weeks and apply. There's plenty of notices given.
Europe back?
Okay. Banan, I did what I've always done. People apply. Everybody that applies fills in their email address on the form. When they apply, they get an email from us to say, you've been picked to enter this convoy. And the details are in it for the Discord server and the second application form with all your Truckers MP details on it. Like, it's a process that we've gone through quite a number of times and it works pretty well. No, I'm not using that monitor. I had to send that back, Flying Pizza. That got taken away on Wednesday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday, that went.
if you spin your camera around in game, you'll be able to see the other guy.
Alright, firefighter. How many taking part? We had some problems in the first convoy imp because Steam went down. Basically, as people were trying to get in, Steam went down, so it couldn't authenticate into the MP. But for the second convoy, hopefully we won't have that issue with Steam. Because it was like a whole Euro meltdown of Steam. So hopefully we'll get some more in. I'm not sure the exact numbers. We'll find out. We'll see how many join. Are you going to play Lotus Sim? I'll definitely play it. It wasn't as good as I expected it to be in terms of, certainly in graphic terms anyway. Yeah, the second convoy inevitably ends up at night because they don't restart the server in between. So it will flow into night. Normally we arrive at the dawn or something like that. Is word spreading it's a DDoS against Steam? I don't know. Twitch went twitchy as well, Jack, so I think there's a network issue going on. Who knows? Yeah, it was a massive outage on Steam. Like, nobody could get in. It's pretty nasty.
So we're off to Frankfurt, right?
I believe it's Osnabrück to Frankfurt. Yeah, basically what happened was around about 5 o'clock, people started saying my stream's buffering, blah, blah, blah. And there was like loads of people in chat just going, my stream's buffering, I'm like 2 FPS kind of thing. And then shortly after that, Steam just went completely rip. Whether the two things are related or not, I don't know. And then somebody sent in a resub message, I think, and said their internet had gone offline. So maybe they're related, maybe they're isolated cases, but it was a pretty seemed like a pretty big coincidence for it to not be related, because it happened within the same, certainly within the same hour it all happened. But it was just like an EU thing, it seemed. People in the States and Canada were able to log into Steam, so who knows? Been in the garden all day. So lazy, man. Supposed to be like an IT guy. So lazy. It's Saturday in the garden. It's outrageous. Just mowing the lawn. Do you want to do mine? Yeah, maybe it was like epic DDoSing Steam. Our platform's better. Oh, you had Twitch issues in the States as well? That's interesting. Yeah, my uncle's got a sit-on mower. He loves it. But then he has got like a corner plot, third of acre, so he kind of needs it. But I think he just bought it because, I mean, to be honest with you, if I owned a plot of land like him, I'd be coming up with all kinds of excuses to the wife as to why I need a sit-on mower. Just so that I could drive around cutting the grass. W neats. I don't know if you're just a troll or whatever. But we'll start when the convoy's ready to start. Maybe just come back later when we're actually driving. But right now I'm getting a "you're a troll" feel. You've got a robo-mower. Baz, it's just not the same, mate. Just having this tiny little thing just going around. I mean, you know, it's convenient, Baz. It's kind of like having a Factorio bot, which is kind of cool. But given the choice, Baz, of a robo-mower or sitting on, like, proper bit of machinery and driving up and down your garden... Here comes the truck. It's like a white one. You see that he's a top Fortnite player? Probably. Who's that? Jeff. Jeff M. In a white Scania with a blue stripe. It saves you so much time. More time on warships, Baz. Yeah, Lost Ark, that would legit make it so that cutting the grass was actually interesting. You could build a super office on the plot. If I had my uncle's house and he's got such a big corner plot, I would so build like a proper studio in it. Oh my god, that would be so good. But so many houses these days just don't have like the plot of land that he's got. Looks like the trolls were in.
Did the hammer just get a little click, Mr. Paul?
Hammer just got swung.
The hammer just got swung.
One golden and one non-golden at the same time.
Really? That's
yeah,
like...
Yeah. Why did Andy 2564 get purged? What's going on there? Andy. Somebody misclick Andy. Wait. Can we unban Andy? I think he got accidentally banned. Andy 2654. Can we just make sure he's not banned? It's mods. Andy 2654. I think he accidentally got banned. Somebody fat fingered. It could have been me because it scrolled when I clicked it. But can we just get him unbanned? It says he's not banned. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, Andy, you got accidentally clicked on, because what happens is, like, you go to click on somebody, and then somebody says something in chat, and it goes donk, and your name comes up, and it goes bang, straight on you. That's what happens. But yeah, just say something in chat if you can, Andy.
So do you use the Twitch chat to ban people, then?
Personally, I do, because it's the only thing I have, but the mods, I think, use other things. Like, I can't reach over and start typing /ban space, whatever the name is. Because often you'll have names with, like, random characters in them, and they get really hard to ban them.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So you have to click ban, and the chat's so annoying, it just scrolls up at the wrong time.
Yeah, no, I get that. I didn't know. It was because I use Chatty, and obviously you don't get the symbol. You just either click the name and then click the window and ban, or... But I just I figured that you use Chatty. I didn't think that you'd usually in Twitch chat.
No, I use an embedded Chatty in a panel, but I probably should have Chatty running as well, just so I can do that. But to be fair, I don't tend to ban people very often. But
No,
he was just getting on my nerves.
no, it's just interesting, you know. A little bit more into the squirrel world.
No, Jack, I don't use chatting. Like, there's no... The thing is, there's no space.
A general announcement reminder for those. Please drive with your lights on. It is no doubt.
Who are you telling? The ones in Discord or the stream?
A bit of everything.
Andy M, 51 months. Unreal but awesome. We'll be ordering my new t-shirt soon, but just came out of hospital after 3 weeks of a serious infection. Much better now. Glad to have you back, Andy. I'm glad that you're well. Do you think we'll be setting off at 8 or what?
It's looking fairly promising.
Yeah, this is the second convoy. We're just waiting. We're just getting everybody set up. Hugo. Takes a while to get everybody lined up.
I think there's that that phrase of "it's too soon to."
Thomas, what have I got lined up for the longest weekend of the year in 2 weeks' time? I'll be in NEC Birmingham for Insomnia, as stated in the video that I put out recently, Thomas. Welcome back, Firefighter. Matt Snell gifted us up to Kieran Law. Welcome, Kieran Law. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, next weekend is TwitchCon, so I'll be in Berlin. So streams next week will be few and far between. If I'm lucky, maybe I can do something on Thursday, and maybe I can stream from TwitchCon a bit. But other than that, there's not going to be anything else. The weekend after, I'll be at Insomnia, the NEC in Birmingham, where I will be streaming on Friday and Saturday, and I'll be back for Sunday Night Trucking. So next 2 weeks are going to be a bit mashed up streams because of two major events. One that I always planned to go to, TwitchCon, and then the other one was a last minute change from Asus saying, "Oh, we're going now." TwitchCon hype. Do you think it's going to be a good event? Because it is the first one. I remember the first TwitchCon US, it was a bit... Like, the subsequent ones were better, but the first one was a little bit finding its feet. But I don't know. I expect it's a different team in the EU, so maybe they're going to find their feet as well. I don't know. I'm pretty... Like, all the tickets have sold out. Well, the team that works on the US one have worked on the EU one. Oh, well, in that case, it should go well. They should have all the contacts, I guess. NN Tech, thank you for almost 3 years. Tasmanian, 39 months. Good evening.
Welcome back, Nata.
100% sold out. Scary, isn't it? Because Mr. Sommy was going to come, but he had a look the other day and it was all sold out. There's Raise. That's Rescue. Using the doghouse him. Fierce Wolf. Buddy H.
Right. So when this lot passes, which I think is that much, we can roll out.
Oh, DJ Jaffers has rocked up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, classic stalker syndrome.
Matt Snell, thank you for the bits. Why's your bacon on?
Just felt like it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a private server with an organised convoy. it usually goes well. It's a whitelisted server, so unless you applied to get in, you can't come in. Destination is Osnabrück to, what is it? Osnabrück to Frankfurt. It's like a truck show from the comfort of your own home.
Ah, I see what's happened here.
Why are we doing U-turns? What, so what now?
Yeah, so
Did somebody, like, get the sat nav wrong?
yeah. Okay, we're gonna go just the long way, so we won't do a U-turn. We'll go up and come back. By the time we come back, they'll be done.
Rep. So yeah, nothing can go wrong, as we said.
I didn't say nothing could go wrong. I never said that.
No, in chat somebody went, it's Truckers MP, what could possibly go wrong? And then we all went,
okay.
it's fine, it's an organised convoy, nothing would go wrong, and then that happened.
Well, don't worry about it.
Stevie, thank you for the bits. It's gonna be really late now. Second convoy, here we go. That was properly perfect timing. Perform a U-turn where possible. Well, NRG, the first convoy had a lot more issues than this one, so we'll see how we get on.
Power. Yeah, so Paul, there's one of those slip roads coming up that you need to make sure that you're on the right side of it.
Okay. What, the Dortmund Köln or the Hamburg sign?
Dortmund.
It means exit, is what it means. Where are we lining up exactly?
Just up here. It would have seemed like a lot closer had we have not just done a bit more.
I just saw Dom go past doing what we just did.
Yeah.
You've been practicing your German. All you need to know is 9999999. That's all you need.
Right, so I'm at the back of the convoy. So
Okay.
if you want to follow me up. Ashwin Chip is kind of
Easy
not
blackout.
quite got in lane.
Buddy H, Fierce Wolf. Rescue. Raise. He needs to move. I can't get this boat past now. Come on, Ashwin. There we go. Ashwin ship, lock. Icy Penguin, Ashman Studio, Photon, Mighty Ziz, Dave, Mrs. Frosty, Bellinger, Johnny Shane, PC Geek, Boatmans, Nightmare, Ainsley, can't do that, Frimley, Madmick, El Plagiato, Kadon Hill, Bandita Slayer, Tommy 995, Robbo, Alan Bowen, Jeff M, Siminator, USMC Vet, Mr. D, Geordie Raccoon, Cravity, not Cravatry this time, Captain Flint, Mr. Causer. We've got Kingy, Stevie LFC, WH Trans, Jeremias, Mr. M1 Gaming, Klishnikov, Laguba Sprek, Fon, Vrome, Impiers. This is a bigger one. Bigger convoy for sure. Kenko, Matman, Yankee Wraith, Rascar DK, Tom2424, Gazman. Right. Am I pulling in behind Gazman by any chance?
Yeah. So hopefully Mr. TMP Digital is in the chat and we're ready to roll, but I will just type a chat and you can fall in behind Gaz or any... Hey, it's your convoy. These are your subs. You fall in where you want.
Well, you keep cutting... So I only get halfway... Alright, I'll just pull in behind Gazman. Whoa, I've just disconnected.
Were your lights not on or something?
No, the server... I don't know. No, my lights are on, but I've disconnected from the server.
Okay.
Interesting. Connection refused. Someone is already playing with that Steam ID. How does that work?
Eh? Digital!
That's a problem.
Digital! Help! Help!
Rip. That's what the error message said.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon it's something to do with the Steam. Well, I'm just going to have to restart Steam, I think. Maybe it was something to do with the crash earlier. Just give me a minute, I'll restart
So yeah,
Steam.
so we've got this beautiful sub-convoy and Paul's not even in it.
Oh, at least it happened then instead of, like, later.
In the middle, yeah.
Let me restart Steam. Oh, excuse me, the only German you ever need. Oh, you spelled 9 wrong, dude? Well, that's never happened before. Public safety down. I've had two-factor authentication
well, either there
on for
are
years.
more than one squirrel, which that's
there's
a
no
horrible
way.
thought, or that was a Steam.
That was Steam. Like, I have two-factor authentication turned on. There's no way that's happening. Let's see. It was probably to do with the earlier thing, and it's just because I continued past and Steam just went 9. That was weird, like everything just went dark.
So do we think I could be next?
Says you lost connection and the MP server still recognized you as connected, hence the Steam ID in use error, says digital.
So that's a Steam problem, not a TMP problem.
Don't know. Lost connection. Who knows?
Top class German by Imp there.
Try and get back in.
Well, in theory, you should spawn in exactly where you left.
Ow, 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 ow. Mrs. Squirrel's molten tea. In theory.
Oh, look, you're still in the right place.
Yeah, but where's everybody else?
Beside you.
Not from my screen at all. I'm in ghost mode. Here they go.
There you go.
They're gradually coming back.
You know your screen is black on screen.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I have to now tab out and turn the screen back on.
Oh my god. Anyone would think that this isn't your full-time job or something.
Yes, but I also have to be careful not to show my logging details on Trucker's MP and all kinds of other considerations, so I black the screen out, then I get myself in, then I bring the screen back.
Squirrel rage.
So leave the streaming to me, people!
Backseat streamers and everyone.
Everyone's an expert.
Everyone is most certainly an expert. Speaking of which, why don't we roll out, hey?
I'm after a Gasman. Benna, thank you for gifting a sub to Digital. Welcome, Digital. Thank you very much, Benna. Oh, excuse me, the only autocorrectable German you'll ever need. Whoa. Has he got nitrous? Thank you. Right, let's turn that off. On the road again. Right, what speed are we going for? Any idea what speed we're locking on?
It was then being discussed, but I wasn't paying attention, so hang on.
Aye.
I'm going 55.
Jules. 6060. And no, that's not 6060 either.
Is that flight level 60?
You can flight level 60 if you wish. Who knows? It's still early, Paul. Who knows what could happen?
Very true. Ah, yeah, this has been a fun night, right? That was the wrong soundbite, Jules. I think it was. Wait, how many groups have we got?
You have 7 on this one.
7 groups, okay. Let me get chat to calculate. 7 groups,
Yeah, 'cause
guys.
what could possibly go wrong?
7 groups, 90 minutes. How often do we need to change? And don't say 13. You said 13. I said don't say 13. Right, so let's say we started 2 minutes ago. That means 8:23 is the next switch. 23 minutes past the hour, roughly. Got your 5-year sub badge, Dean. Congratulations. You get another one in 6 months now. Really, Callum? Wowzers. Right, finally we're on the road. Cup of tea hype. Oh, that's nice. Need autopilot. Well, I've got cruise control. It's not adaptive though. No time
So
for
once
name.
again, I've lost count.
Except you can't blame me.
No.
Did anybody keep a track
It's me
of what?
trying to do 3 things at once. It's not working.
Did anyone keep track of what trucks went past? Like a score? Phillips, Mr. Squirrel brought Doyle in a few minutes ago when I was doing the drive-by, and I just said so we can't do it. Like, we'll have to... Well, if Doyle's around later, we'll try, but it could be a bit late by then. There's just no way I can do it and drive a truck at the same time. It ain't gonna happen. Not really. I should have thought about it and got Doyle in between, but we're supposed to have like an hour in between the first and second convoy, but because the first convoy started so late, we basically lost all of our time. But yeah, I should have thought about it when I was sat on the roadside. But yeah, tonight's been interesting. Oh dear. Now, let's see if I can do this without knocking my drink over or crashing the truck. This will be interesting. Let's see if I can click on that. Luke 308, thank you for 16 months. That's... This is true multitasking. And they say men can't multitask. Are you kidding me?
Welcome back, Nata.
Driving a truck, filling in usernames, browsing the web. I'm even watching Netflix while we're doing this. Let's see.
Happy anniversary.
It's like that. It's like that.
You're in one of those moods today, aren't you?
Yeah, we're done. What? I'm multitasking.
And you're even talking on Discord with a separate push to talk as well.
I am.
So am I right in thinking that you can't drink your tea because I'm talking to you and you have to put your mug down to use your push to talk?
I just drank tea and then talked to you. One under the wheel, and then one hand to either pick up a cup or press a button.
You mean you haven't got the whole sort of leg under the desk, steering the wheel type concept going?
Wait, what? The leg under the desk steering the wheel?
Well, you know,
Oh.
like you do when you know, like you don't safely do when you're driving a car and use your knees to steer temporarily.
What, while you're reading the newspaper? No, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Well,
watching
wouldn't say,
Homecoming.
Putting your makeup on, but I think that's a stretch too far.
I was watching Homecoming on Netflix, guys. That's what I'm watching right now. Because, you know, I've seen it advertised on Twitch so much. With Julia Roberts. Anyone have any questions? I just thought to myself, I've got to watch that series. The way Twitch has advertised it in my face at least 50 times, I feel compelled to watch it on Netflix. Or Amazon Prime or whatever it's on. Heck, I love having 2 adverts on Twitch. Paragon Greeny, thank you for 5 months. 2 ads on YouTube. Surprisingly, Donut, I see quite a bit more than 2 ads on YouTube. YouTube is definitely more varied in its adverts. And at least they're skippable. After 5 seconds, I can skip them. Third season of Fortitude. I think we've watched half of it, I think. It has got a bit weird. I think we're over halfway, but we stopped to watch Game of Thrones. Again. I wanted to finish Game of Thrones, like, another run-through just before the final season. And I'm happy to say, me and Mrs. Squirrel watched episode 5 of the last season last night, so we're almost ready for the final season. No, I don't, Hugo. I have seen him do it. I know what you mean. I've seen it on Armor as well. It's kind of cool when you play Armor to have the kind of radio voice. Yeah, 8 days. The trouble is, Jack, it's on over here at like 2 in the morning, but there's a rerun the next day. So, I think I'll still be in Germany anyway. Doesn't it go out on the Monday? I think it goes out on the Monday, and I'll still be in Germany at the time. Cacti last 28 months. Worst time gone. Happy Yachts 5. Thank you, Rachel and Ellie. Thank you very much. Hope you guys are well. 28 months, that's pretty scary. Yeah, TeamSpeak plugin, Jack. That's the one. I've given up on the Star Trek series, Dean. I've not found a decent one since Next Gen. It's Next Gen or nothing now. Although I quite like the movie reboot. That works pretty well. I love you too, Mr. Harv. Oh boy. Glad to hear it, Cactus. Discovery is rubbish and new Picard, you're hoping to save the day. The original Star Trek. I kind of like the original Star Trek, but I don't know. It can be a bit like 60s sci-fi and stuff was just a bit, yeah. I'm not really sure, John E, how it works, like in terms of what they pay you. I don't know. Yeah, there's not that many episodes. Whereas like Star Trek Next Gen's got what, like 7 seasons or something? Loads. Season 1 of Next Gen is just all the characters are so weird. They're all finding their feet. Season 2 it starts to pick up. By about Season 3 it starts to hit its stride. But Season 1, when you watch it, it's just cheeseball in places. Some of the outfits as well. I watched Voyager when it first came out. I think I watched a couple of series of it. I kind of liked the idea of it, but it was okay. I didn't mind it, but I can't say I enjoy it. Devil Dude, thank you for gifting a sub to Heistonator. Guys, I'm due to switch over now, aren't I? How come nobody reminded me? Or Bindshama did. Walking Dead. I watched the first 3 or 4 seasons of The Walking Dead and then it just got utterly boring. I heard that round about season 5 or 6 it gets good again. Oh man, where am I going to pull over here? Who is the group behind me then? The leader?
The group behind you is Mr. Vromate.
Okay. Well, if you let Vrome know, I'll be changing whenever I can. And if he sees a massive boat pulled over, that's me. Right, let's go for it. And this is where it gets tricky at night.
The truck in front of Rome is in Piers.
Okay. I never liked DS9. Just couldn't get on with it. There's in Piers. Rome is next. Oh, well. Yeah, knowing the truck in front helped.
Well, that's fine. I can probably arrange that.
As long as there's not too big a gap between groups, that'll work.
Well, if at the time when you say I'm ready to do a change, who's the next admin, I can tell you, then ask them who the person in front is.
I think Vrome's not messing around. Doing like 75 k's down this back road. Paul's Banhammer. Thank you for the sub, Paul's Banhammer. That sounds like a Whiteland sub. What happens if he
I
trolls?
wonder how many
Gets kicked?
accounts you've got dedicated to your good self.
I don't know, there's quite a few. There's some
I
weird
mean,
accounts.
There is some really weird accounts, but I just wonder how many there is, if there's a statistic that we could assemble as to how many there is named on your behalf.
I have no clue. No, Nikki, basically what happens is, Nikki, is TMP guys allocates a server to us just for this event, and then it goes back to being one of those servers. Like, you cannot hire or pay for a server. There's no way of doing it. So the only way of doing it is if the TMP guys basically allocate us a server for the evening, and then we have a convoy, and that's how it works. Yeah, there's definitely a left leg, a right leg, a chair, and a desk. Definitely. I'm going to assume Vrome's going for about 60. A good first convoy. It was, considering all the mess with Steam. It went pretty well. No, we don't do the deliveries. It's just a convoy. When you do a convoy, you just take a delivery to anywhere, usually somewhere far away, and then you just drive. No intention of dropping it off. You need Squirrel's car and Squirrel's Yorkshire tea mug. My daughter's taken a fancy to my Yorkshire tea mug. I've got like 2 of them, and she keeps nicking it. She's like, oh, I really like this mug. It's nice and big. And I said to her, yeah, you do know that I specifically bought that mug so I can have a big mug of tea. And the thing just keeps disappearing into your bedroom because you like it.
What's going back?
I didn't know it was yours. Well, you do now. I know, right?
I didn't know it was yours. Is that genuinely a response?
Honestly, that's what she said. I didn't know.
So the person in the household that ordered
Yeah.
the mug and orders the tea,
Yep.
she had no idea that it was your mug.
Yep. Drinks all the Yorkshire tea. She has no idea that that might be my mug.
Wow.
If I bought another 2, that's just another 2 mugs that would end up in her bedroom. Well, she couldn't, Grim Reaper, because I saw her walking off with it. I walked into the kitchen and I saw her walking away from the kettle with my mug. And I said, "Oi, what are you doing with that mug?" She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "That's my mug." I said, "I buy those specifically to have a nice big cup of tea in." "Oh, I didn't know it was your mug." So she couldn't deny it. Is there a dad tax on the cup? I wish. Yes, British bloke. Nuthouse Convoy. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and get a big mug, and I'm just going to have him made. It'll say on it, "Dad's mug, do not touch." Dad's tea mug.
Do you really think that would deter them from using it?
It wouldn't, but if I caught them with it, they would have literally no excuse.
So it's the sort of no defense for the undefensible kind of concept at that point.
Yeah.
It's like bang to rights.
Yep. That says on it, it's not your mug. It's therefore not your mug.
In before you get a load of deliveries into the PO box.
Well, I like the Yorkshire tea mug because it's like bigger than a normal mug. It's a really nice sized cup of tea.